Hello everyone and welcome to Friday Football Fever. It is week 7, which means we've got some crucial district matchups and some big games lined up for you. Let's jump right in. Manatee celebrated its 100th year of football, hosting Palmetto in our USF Sarasota Manatee Game of the Week. First drive of the game for the Tigers. Sean Allison hands to Quincy Washington. Hard-earned, 25 yards up the middle for Washington for a first down. Manatee would take possession after an interception. It's Johnny Lang time. Direct snap, look at him pumping his feet, picks his way outside for a first down, led to a field goal and a 3-0 Kane lead. Late first quarter, Palmetto ball, Sean Allison sells the heck out of the play-action fake, fires to Washington, great catch, first down, drive would stall. That's an ongoing theme on this night. Late first quarter, Circavius Williams, a quick out to Lang, and he turns on the Jets, huge block, gets into the Manatee red zone before being brought down. Canes would later fumble. Palmetto got the ball back. Second quarter, we finally find the end zone. Williams with a more traditional drop-back pass to Cavius Price. Led to this. Lang in the Wildcat runs it up the gut and falls into the end zone for the opening TD. He's tired. I don't blame him. Manatee turned it on big time late, won this ball game 31-12. SNN Super 6 number 2 ranked team, undefeated Venice, hosted Sarasota. Second quarter, Sailors ball, nice play action pass. Zachary Hawkins to Talik Keaton perfectly in stride. That's a first down. Indians, though, would get the ball and go to the ground. Brandon Davis running hard, up the middle and to the left. First down, led to this. Misho Semovich right up the middle and in for a touchdown. Watch Semovich's reaction. Yeah. He's pumped a little Ray Lewis style there, 19-0. Sailors try to get something going. Hawkins on a quick hitter to Dakota Cotner. Nice run after the catch here. That's a first down, but this one was all Venice all night. Langston Provit, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Versatile, touchdown, 26-zip at that point. Venice cruises to a 46-0 win with a running clock fourth quarter. Indians remain undefeated. Cardinal Mooney hosted St. Pete Catholic in a big game for Reese Vita. Completes the pass right here to Sean Morris, and in doing that, Vita becomes the Cardinal Mooney's all-time career leader in passing yardage in school history. That's impressive. Way to go, Reese. Cougars would cap the drive with this Jazz Monaghan run, 15-yard carry, pretty strong up the middle, 14-0 at that point. Mooney wins a blowout, 49-7, with a running clock late in this one. Well, last week, IMG Academy beat Monsignor Pace 61-0 at home and actually dropped a little bit in the national rankings. Tonight, the Ascenders, another blowout, shutout victory, this one on the road at Lake Minneola, 49-0. So that's 110-0 in their last 2 games. Man, IMG. Hopefully the Ascenders will move up in the rankings this time. All right, we will huddle up for a bit, but I've still got to show you the big Northport-Port Charlotte rivalry game, plus Braden River, Booker, and much more. You're watching Friday Football Fever. All right, welcome back. Let's just jump right back into it. Northport and Port Charlotte, they are just a 15-minute drive away from each other. Big rivalry game. First quarter we begin. First possession. Bring out the trickeration. The reverse turns into a pass. It fools everyone, including our camera person. 50-yard completion. Teddy Diaz to Thomas Stanley. Get after it. Bobcats. They would cap the drive with this. Michael Inello on 3rd and goal, just plowing his way in. Point after would miss. But Bobcats get a touchdown, 6-0. Under 5 to play in the first. Port Charlotte's Christian Cafoletto hands to Brennan Norris, 48 yards worth of slicing and dicing later. Huge gain, first down. Pirates stay with the ground game. Hand off to Keon Suber. He runs to the 5-yard line. Port Charlotte would score a few plays later and then win easily in this ball game, 53-19 Port Charlotte. St. Stephen's hosting Keswick Christian on homecoming, first ever homecoming on the new field. First quarter, no score. Falcons run the ball nicely. Dortavian Billy hands to Donnelly Griffin up the left side. Big gain, first down. Then the freshman, Billy, takes the ball up the middle, calls his own number, maybe on his own, maybe a design play. Either way, bangs into touchdown, 7-0 at that point. St. Stephen's scores Soars rather, 31-19. Nice win. Undefeated Braden River was heavily favored at Bayshore. Pirates would showcase the run game here. Carlos Crawford gets the ball. A couple of fancy moves. Look at him breaking some tackles. Brought down after the first down. Led to this from River. Caleb Ford to the left, to the left. I believe that's a Beyonce song. That's a touchdown there, one of many from the Pirates. Ensuing kickoff, Bruins' Troy Keys has some room. Huge run back. Brought down before he could go all the way. The drive would stall, though. Pirates get the ball back. Justin Ross with the catch. And look at Justin Ross go after the catch up the sidelines. Is he going to go all the way? Brought down there. Pirates would cap the drive with another Caleb Ford touchdown run here. Leaping into the end zone. That's a touchdown. And then later on, it was Jalen Austin punching one in as well. Pirates, they just keep rolling. They are a good football team. Stay undefeated with an easy-looking 24-0 win. Lemon Bay hosted a very strong Cape Coral squad tonight. Wasn't an easy game for the Manta Rays. First quarter, Seahawks run it with Isaac Washington. Big hit, pops the ball loose. Brian McGill recovers for the Mantas. Lemon Bay goes to the passing game. Jeremy Snook rolls right, hits Nick Mostyn for a first down there. Cape Coral, though, just too strong on this night. Seahawks give it to Dylan Bonetranger, who goes 72 yards for the touchdown. Wow. Cape Coral wins 41-18. How about Booker making the trip down to Cape Coral to take on Ida S. Baker? 10-0 Baker at the half. Booker with some trouble. Jeremiah Henderson snap over his head. Big loss on the play. That's hard because he's tall. Meanwhile, Booker gets the ball back, but Henderson drops back to pass across the middle, picked off by Dante Carter of Ida Baker. Bulldogs hang on to win a close one, and they win this game 10-7. All right, Fort Myers Gateway Charter made the trip to ODA's homecoming. There was a parachutist as I drove up to this game to deliver the game ball. Griffins get on the board early. Kenny Hardy Jr. takes the pitch, one cut, and he goes the distance. 50 yards with a stiff arm at the end. 7-0 Gateway. Ensuing kickoff, Colby Ward, he's going to bobble it at first. Maybe this is a little bit of a decoy because Colby Ward is gone. As Justin Mosley would say, toodles. But Gateway blew it out late, won this game easily. 61-29 is your final. Back and forth game all night long for Bradenton Christian hosting St. Pete. Northside Christian Mustangs score a few late, go on to win it 37-28. Meanwhile, Charlotte was beating Hialeah 12-10, American Hialeah, with under 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and then just a meltdown, 19 points in just a few minutes of game time. Wow. American wins 29-12. That's a puzzling loss for the Tarpons. All right, let's take you back to Thursday. Former Knowles head coach Paul Meckley on hand as Southeast honored its 1994 state championship team. Current head coach John Warren and Southeast hosted Riverview for homecoming. First quarter, Brett Timmons fires a quick out to Demetrius Angle, breaks a tackle and up the line for a first down there. Drive would end with this 37-yard field goal out of Danny Boyd, puts the Seminoles out to a 3-0 lead. Anything over 30 in high school is a big kick. Nice kick there. Later, after a Ram drive stalled, it's Timmons with the pitch to nobody. Big Riley Sheehan said in the newspaper this morning, the Herald-Tribune, he hadn't scored a touchdown since he was with the Redskins when he was like a 10-year-old. That's the lineman's dream right there. Rumbles to the end zone, 7-3 Riverview at that point. Rams won it 28-23. Pretty fun stuff there. All right, we will take a water break. Still to come, we will talk with Doug Miles from Southwest Florida. Game of the week. You're watching Friday Football Fever. All right, let's welcome in Doug Miles from Southwest Florida High School Game of the Week broadcast. He calls the Game of the Week every week in an internet stream. You can find him on ustream.com or dougmilesmedia.com. Doug, I think we first have to talk about Venice. They're the number 2 team in our poll. They blow out Sarasota with a running clock 46-0.
Yeah, they got a break tonight. Sailors have had a rough last week losing to Braden River, and now another running clock game to Venice. But what can you say about John Peacock? Got his team on a roll.
Yeah, I mean, they're undefeated still. They're headed for sure probably a district championship, probably another deep playoff run. They're really well-rounded on offense and on defense.
Yeah, combination of the running and the passing game. Bryce Carpenter doing another good job tonight.
And of course, they have our buddy Langston Provitt, who does
Your
it
favorite
all.
and our favorite.
My favorite, everyone's favorite. Meanwhile, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about IMG Academy. We don't have highlights from the game, but here's the scoreboard again. 49-0 tonight, 110-0 in their last 2 games. Basically, they're beating teams roughly 50-0 or 1 or 2 over the last 5 games.
I was trying to get my calculator out tonight, trying to figure their average. It's got to be over 50 points a game for their last 5 wins.
I'm not sure how they won last week, and 55.
How do you drop when you score 60 points?
Dropped in the national rankings, 60 plus points.
Pace is not a bad school.
No question, but hopefully they'll get a little more respect this week. They are, I think, clearly the best team in our area.
Change their name for the Dangerfields.
Yeah, no respect, no respect. Meanwhile, another really good team, another undefeated team is Braden River. Yep. What do you make of them?
Yeah,
they
did
are
their
awesome.
game last week, and glad to see that Jojo Lewis is doing well.
Yes.
But now Bayshore's had a rough year this year, but they cruised tonight and undefeated, and I think they're going to make a deep run in the playoffs. I
do too, and it's really nice to see Kurt Bradley's crew. I mean, this is basically 2.5, 3 years really since he's been there. He has completely turned this program around.
And that program's gone through a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of controversial things, and like you said, Kurt Bradley's come in, and they are really a top team.
I also want to talk a little bit briefly about Cardinal Mooney, because Reese Vita becomes the all-time leading passer in Cardinal Mooney history tonight. That's another good team. They could make a small school deep playoff run as well.
Josh Smithers kind of bring that team back after a couple of down years, but I think they got a shot at making a run.
Yep. All right. Doug Miles, thank you very much for joining us. That's it for Friday Football Fever. Have a great weekend, everyone.